Keep it moving, won't stop, rhythm overflowing.
Welcome back to the channel and the series of short videos where we learn to casually tank different content in World of Warcraft. Today we're looking at MAUT, the second boss of the first wing of LFR ny'alotha raid. I would say that MAUT is a fight of intermediate difficulty from the tanking point of view. It's not the easiest and it's not the hardest. First, we need to clear out the adds. You might want to pull one Shadow Crafter, the big one, at a time with a bunch of scarabs. Do not pull all at once as the damage ramps up. When all adds are down, boss activates. You do a /ready check and pull the boss. There are two key phases that the boss will be in. First phase is when you pull the boss, turning him away from the group, and he cleaves in front of himself with Shadow Claws. Shadow Claws leave a debuff on you as a tank that's generally recommended to not allow ramping up above 3 stacks. If you're running Deadly Boss Mods DBM add-on, as you should, it will tell you when to taunt off the other tank. If the other tank doesn't know what he or she is doing, prepare to tell in the raid, chat, or whisper them directly to taunt off you. It's common in LFR that people don't know what they're doing, so don't hesitate to tell them if you see that it's not happening once you have a stack of 3 Shadow Claws debuff. MAUT will also debuff people randomly with shadow purpley stuff that will explode for a little damage, leaving shadow circles on the ground that silence you if you stand in them. So don't stand in them until boss starts casting Stygian Annihilation, and DBM add-on should tell you to move to the Devoured Abyss. It's those purpley swirly circles on the ground. They do damage you if you stand in them, so wait until his cast is almost at the end, and then step back into one of those circles, getting silenced of course, but being shielded from MAUT's AoE damage. It hurts quite a lot if you just stand outside, so don't do that. MAUT will also spawn Dark Manifestation adds periodically, which are generally recommended to be tanked away from the boss by the tank who is not busy with the boss himself. But I'll be honest with you, in LFR it hardly matters, and it's DPS's job to kill those adds, not yours as a tank. Just try and generally look out for those loose mobs, always, on any boss, as it's your primary job as a tank to keep those away from bashing on your friends. It is really tanking 101, so do the basics right and you'll be fine. Second phase that MAUT will be shifting to periodically is when he absorbs all the purple swirlies on the ground, becoming petrified and immune to direct damage. And then all your attacks will be taking away his mana instead of life. As a tank, you mainly look out for the greenish orbs that will be then slowly floating towards MAUT from the edges of his arena. You need to pick those up, just run into them, unless someone else does that before you. That happens very often and it's fine, as long as the orb doesn't hit MAUT. It basically gives you a buff that you will then bring back to the group and AoE your group with it. That's as much as you probably need to know in terms of how to survive this fight goes. And that's about it. MAUT is a fairly easy fight, unless people do something completely wrong, ignoring Stygian Annihilation, not stepping into purple swirlies, or not doing enough damage during his petrified state, because if you don't do enough damage, he explodes at the end of the day and everyone dies. So catch orbs and generally try and look out for any signs of other trouble. Otherwise, enjoy your loot and subscribe for more tanking advice and other World of Warcraft content that comes to you every couple of days. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.